And it's like the other thing about the sacral chakra is it's like gut intelligence, And so it's this like most primal place where it's like where pleasure and disgust live, because it's like in the gut. It's like if you eat something that is poisonous, then you have this gut reaction that to vomit it. And similarly, it's like when something tastes really good, it's like in the gut. And so it's like this most, and this is why, it's like all of the practices, all the qigong practices is like focusing in the energy of the lower dantian, because it's like the cauldron where the energy all gathers and where the most intense like nexus of feeling is. And so it's like in going into that, and it's also like, it's the womb. And so and men and women both have an energetic womb, because like
Oh yeah.
through the umbilical cord, it's like we're connected into the womb of our mother and like into the waters that like go back into like through our whole lineage. So it's like we have this feeling vortex that like connects into that spot energetically. And so it's like by going into that, by having this like self acceptance of our desires, and it's like, even if it's like being cannibalized or something like that, it's like when we can accept that and not try to like anxiously grab at it, but like accept it and feel it and like let it move and let the energy churn. It's like then it starts to resolve. And then that's where we get this like much more attuned ability to sense of how we move through life. Yeah, and the third eye is such an interesting one because there's so many people who are like, oh, the third eye, like the third eye is like so mystical. We like see visions through the third eye. And like really the way to open the third eye is to exactly what you were describing, David, of like using it to look down on the body. That it's like when you use
Yeah.
the gaze of the mind to like look inward to your own feelings, it's like that's the way your shadows get illuminated and the body energy opens naturally. And then the visions just expand. Whereas
Yep.
like trying to do things to like force it open, which is like, the plant medicine like rupturing, or like trying to like do these like intense like kundalini breathing to like shoot energy up into here. It's like, no, that's
Yeah.
not the way. It's like it's a very subtle like lighthouse that's like it can gaze on the body, and then the thinking mind starts to slow down. And then the lower dantian opens and the energy channels of the body just start to move on their own. And
Yep.
then it's like, and then we're like guided by instinct, because it's like the movement that sources from the sacral chakra is just this like instinctive kind of movement, that we feel like when we have reflexes. It's like when your body just suddenly moves, if like swerve out of the way of a car coming at you, or you like catch something that's falling. It's like the body has such a fast, reflexive way of moving that we can connect it consciously, like through dialing in these energy centers.